Okay, this is my attempt to show what I've learned on how to create toolpaths in Mastercam. I've taught myself everything I know, so I'm sure there's probably better ways of doing some things, but here we go anyway. The first thing I want to do is show how to open up a part and set it up and get it ready for machining. So we'll go to File, it'll open the one that I've already had open. What this is a 3/8 scale of a 5 horse Briggs & Stratton block that I've built. I picked it because it has lots of different things that we can do, different toolpaths that we can show on it. Okay, the first thing I like to do is make it so that my datum point, my 000, is in the very center point of my block. The reason I'm doing it on this one is because if we use a rotary fixture, a 4th axis, we want the part rotating on the very center. So the way I set that up is I'll right click and draw a line, and I want to find out where 000 is, so I come up in the toolbar here, and under X I select 0, hit the tab button, Y 0, and Z 0. Hit tab each time, and there's where 000 is the start. So I'll click out here anywhere because it doesn't matter where that is. Hit OK. And as you can see, 000 is in pretty much the center of the Y direction. Well, you can tell too, in the Z direction, it's not. So what we're going to have to do is find out how thick this block is so that we can move it half the distance up. So what I'm going to do is right click, dimension. I'm going to use a vertical dimension. Click on the very corner, click on a lower corner, and it says 1.924. Select OK. Half of 1.924 is 0.962. So that's how far we need to move our block in the Y direction it will be. So I draw a rectangle around it, right click, we're going to transform, translate. We want to make sure that we've got just move, we don't want to make a copy of this, just move it. And in the Y direction, 0.962, hit enter, and you can see where it's going to put it. That looks good to us, so we'll click OK. It moves it, and now you can see we are in the very center of the block. Well, we don't need this line anymore, so we'll select it. It turns yellow. Hit the delete button, and it's gone. Don't need this dimension anymore. Select it. Hit the delete button, and it's gone. We'll go to a isometric view here, and you can see the part. That's what we're building. Next thing we need to do is set up our stock. Find out what size of stock we're going to need to machine this part out of. So we come over under the machine group and select stock setup. Mastercam makes it pretty easy to, you don't have to guess at what the numbers are, how big it is. If you click bound box, it automatically puts a box around everything that it can see in the window. As long as we got all entities selected, it will look for anything in the view and it'll put a box around it. So we click OK. It's going to display it on the screen for us. And here you can change where your 0 points are. Right now, we're going to leave it the way it is. We'll click OK. And now we've got our stock set up around our part. That pretty much does a setup. In the next video, I will start with some drill toolpaths, some simple things, and we'll go from there.